Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 53, Mike, ready? Get it!
On 1st and 10, Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Jones From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Listen.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run with Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll run. It's Sanders. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Kill.
Check 93's the mic. 93's
Hey, Delta.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
What's your son?
Good play.
Son.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be ready. Hey, Alpha.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Brown, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 4, check 4.
Flag.
So we got man. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 51. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Ready.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Zoo! What's this, son?
93's the mic. Timeout, ready? Check, 93's the mic. 93.
What's this, son?
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Sunday.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Okay, double up.
Hey, Echo.
52.
Listen.
You can't block me.
Working from the gun. Wentz He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up second and a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Ready.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get that ball. Check. Let's go.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
58, right here.
5-2, I'm here.
58, right there.
Five.
58's the mic. 58.
On first down, Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
93's the mic. He don't know no better. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I got one. Check, 93's the mic. All day. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, deep ball for Jeffrey. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get this.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Wentz now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down in man.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
55.
Let's find 7.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. All right.
Hey, exit.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
We're done.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figured they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
52, Mike 52.
What's it, son?
I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, D. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
What's it, son?
Wentz going to go on fourth down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Lorenzo Carter. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Down. 15-1. 15-1.
Whip.
Now.
On first down, it's Smith. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, box drop. 53. Trip.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way? We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jones throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jones now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
40, 82, 40. Listen.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On play action, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the safety.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Josh Jones in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. This is caught. 23 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And 6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, team six.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pac-Man. 180.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got 4.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Watch that.
4, Tokyo.
No, check that.
Hey, orbit.
2 right here.
What's this on?
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
What's this on?
They'll run on first down. Sanders, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Smallwood out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Check 37. Check.
Outside, solid. 61, matchbox, light.
Now Sanders. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another run with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.